Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Coyote, back again for another $5 game review, and this time we're doing Fallen Dominion. It's assemble your ultimate army and survive the endless waves in this 3D PvE battler. Combine unique synergies, draft powerful roguelite cards, and equip legendary items to defeat massive bosses. Every run offers a new strategy as you develop your squad from fresh recruits into godlike warriors. This comes from Novacrest Studios. Apparently this has actually been created by one person, which, you know what, shout out to you for doing that. But let's get into the review. First off, I want to talk about what I do like about the game. I love the character designs, and I've said it in the past, not every game needs a story, but I feel like this is one that could use one. I mean, if you're going to have unique characters, why are these teams that get synergies when you put them on the field together? Why did they work together? Why are they connected? It kind of just makes it feel really awesome to see those kind of stories as you grow. And I do enjoy that you can upgrade your characters, so it kind of makes getting to some of these harder rounds more enjoyable. Now we'll get into the upgrade system because that's really about it. And there's also a really kind of fun randomness to it all. Yet there's a problem with the randomness, and we're going to go ahead and get into that. All right, so here's my gripes with the game. First off, let's go with the randomness. I don't enjoy the fact that you're gonna go like one level feeling good, second level still feeling good, third level wipe you off the board. And that has happened. Not because I didn't have the right characters out on the field, the characters I've spent upgrades into or anything like that. It's just some of these randomness. You get rangers, all the range characters are overtuned. I can tell you this, they just wipe through everything. And I think it's something that needs to be looked at. I shouldn't have a tank that gets wiped away in 3 shots from these rangers. There is a bug somewhere in this game that causes it where 30% of your health would just be wiped. I don't know what caused it. I just started out the round 30% gone. When it comes to upgrading your characters, you're going to get one of these little blue tokens every few rounds, and that would feel good if it didn't take so much to get past those few rounds. With that randomness that we just talked about, sometimes it's hard to get to the deeper rounds where you get more and more progressively. So what I would recommend is, first off, use the gold to upgrade characters. And use that charge system, kind of do like a Hearthstone style system where you get so many charges per turn. You kind of you can use them down the line. Like, you don't have to use them all in one go. Otherwise, you're going to spend hours just trying to get one character upgraded so you can finally make it to the 10th level, so you can finally get some more upgrade tokens. And even then, it's just not going to feel right. When it comes to drawing, the randomness of it isn't bad, but if you spend all your money into one character, unfortunately you don't get that character in the first few rounds, or you try to refresh it, which costs you gold, you're kind of boned. So maybe there should be something that kind of guarantees a drop on more invested in characters. I don't really care if that's a big deal. That one's not a deal breaker for me, but it does hurt when you're trying to go further into the game. There is one healer for this game, and I feel like he's not scaled right. All right, if you're going to have a healer, or even if you're going to have more healers, kind of like, I don't know, buff the healing, you want to spend money into him, and you're just kind of afraid, because even if you do, it just doesn't feel like it's worth it. The upgrade system of putting cards on top of cards, which kind of merges them into one, there is a little bug. If you right-click on it, I don't think this is intended, you'll just redraw the card so you can just like power level certain stuff. And okay, but whenever I feel like I'm investing money into a character, I should feel like there's something towards that investment. Like, if I put one card on top of another, there should be a small increment gain, and then when it fully levels up, maybe a larger incremental gain, or maybe a buff to something else, like how his ultimate works. The item drops. I like that there's items in this game. I don't think that they should just kind of randomly happen throughout the levels. I would say, hey, look, you get a guaranteed one from a boss, or you also make them a part of the drawing process. So when you draw cards per round, you'll get like 4 different of the same card. It has happened, but maybe just add an item in there, so that way you can feel like, oh yeah, hey, tell you what, I would rather spend whatever resource you decide with to invest into this one character, and I think that would be unique and a fun way of going about it. I do want to talk about the damage meter. I think it's kind of cool to have a damage meter, but you're going to find yourself wanting to invest into certain characters because of it, so you're not going to want to spend time with others. And I say this because there's a character who I've invested no money into, which I'm going to start investing stuff into, because he still tops the damage meters no matter what. I have put nothing into him, and he slaps. I don't want to tell you who it is. I would like you to figure it out for yourself while you play the game. But you may want to go back in and look at balancing. I think that's really the biggest complaint I have about this game, is it really just needs to go back in and look at the balancing. Range characters the enemy range characters are obliterating my characters. and it doesn't feel good. I'd like to see you invest some more time in the grid system as well. I feel like if I'm a max range character, I should really feel like I can use them at max range. I have so many times that I've put characters where I think that they'll be within range, and they still like walk 6 or 7 steps up, and they're taking their time to get there to the fight. It just maybe put a grid system on there, something that'll help out with that. All in all, it's not a bad game. I don't want to say that. I know it's in early access, and I can't stress that enough. I just don't think in its current state it's worth $3.99. I just don't. Maybe if this was like a $2 game, yeah, I could see that. And maybe that's what you do for early access to get more people playing in and saying, hey, these are the things that I have an issue with, is lower the price. And $4, no, it definitely feels unfinished. I want to see it when it does fully come out, and I will update my review then. But right now, this game is not $5 game review. You can try it out for yourself if you feel like you want to. A link for it is in the comments below. Otherwise, like, subscribe to the channel. And I do appreciate everybody who has subscribed so far and left the great, kind words. I can't say thank you enough. Anyway, my name's Coyote. Till the next time, have a good one.